Rostov! The Russian looked up, waved, and crossed to their side of the street. Dickstein said, Rostov's at Balliol, same college as me. David Rostov, meet Al Cortoni. We were together in Italy for a while. You going to Ashford's house, Rostov? The Russian nodded. Cortoni said, You interested in Hebrew literature too? Rostov said, No. I'm here to study bourgeois economics. Dickstein laughed. Cortoni did not see the joke. Dickstein explained. Rostov is a member of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Cortoni still did not see the joke. Rostov said to Dickstein, Have you decided yet about going to Palestine? Dickstein looked troubled. I haven't decided. I don't know what to do. It seemed he did not want to talk about it. He began to talk about their host. Stephen Ashford is a remarkable man. He spent most of his life in the Middle East. Rostov said, He has a Lebanese wife. Cortoni looked at Dickstein. She's younger than he is, Dickstein said hastily. He brought her back to England just before the war and became professor of Semitic literature here. This is his house. The three young men walked up to the house. The front door opened, and the most beautiful woman in the world came out. Cortoni was transfixed. He stood and stared as she welcomed them. He heard Dickstein say, This is my friend, Alan Cortoni. And suddenly he was touching her long brown hand, and he never wanted to let go. She turned away and led them into the drawing room. Small glasses of sherry were lined up on a little table. She handed one to Cortoni and said, I'm Elia Ashford. There were about a dozen people in the room. An Arab wearing a pearl-grey western suit was standing at the fireplace. Elia called him over. I want you to meet Yassif Hassan, a friend of my family from home, she said. He's at Worcester College. Hassan said, I know Dickstein. He shook hands all round. Rostov asked him, You're from Lebanon, Palestine. Ah. Rostov became animated. And what do you think of the United Nations partition plan? Irrelevant, the Arab said languidly. The British must leave and my country will have a democratic government. But then the Jews will be in a minority, Rostov argued. They are in a minority in England. Should they be given Surrey as a national home? Surrey has never been theirs. Palestine was, once. Hassan turned to Dickstein. You have a sense of justice. What do you think? Dickstein took off his glasses. I want a place to call my own. Even if you have to steal mine? This discussion proves the necessity for partition. While the others argued about Palestine, Elia asked Cortoni, Have you known Dickstein long? I'm terribly curious about him, but he'll talk about anything except himself. Cortoni nodded. He saved my life. Good Lord. She looked at him more closely. I'd like to hear about it. A middle-aged man touched her shoulder and said, How is everything, my dear? Fine, she said. Mr. Cortoni, this is my husband. Ashford was a balding man in ill-fitting clothes. Cortoni thought, Maybe Nat has a chance after all. Elia said, Mr. Cortoni was telling me how Nat Dickstein saved his life. It's not a long story, Cortoni said. It was in Sicily near a hill town. I'd taken a T-force round the outskirts. We came on a German tank on the edge of a clump of trees. The tank looked abandoned, but I put a grenade in just to make sure. As we drove past, there was a shot and a German with a machine gun fell out of a tree. He'd been hiding up there, ready to pick us off as we passed. It was Nat Dickstein who shot him. Elia's eyes sparkled with excitement. The British had come round from the other side, Cortoni went on. Nat had seen the tank and smelled a trap. He had just spotted the sniper when we turned up. If he hadn't been so damn smart, I'd be dead. They were silent for a moment. Then Elia remembered her other guests. She went across the room to where Hassan was trying to open a pair of doors that gave onto the garden. Cortoni continued. Later, I took him to meet my cousins. The family...